Well, it's Finland versus Spain here for a place in the second round of the Happy Bet European Darts match play. Antonio Alcinas, number 2 for Spain, behind the Spartan Cristo Reyes, who we will be seeing this weekend. Cristo, a fixture on the European Tour now. Antonio not so much. And Marco Kantele, the Finn, and who saw Oscar Lukasiak, the ginormous core decker, and Robert Wagner in qualifying for this. Came through the Scandinavian qualifier and is a winner on the Scandinavian Tour this year. Managing to win their events in Norway last month. Has opportunity booking his place in round 2. And don't say it can't happen, because remember Ulf Seeder. He was good in Sindelfingen. Dan Dawson in the country box for this one, and Paul Nicholson alongside.
I've got Ulf rolls. So thanks for that, Ulf chance.
Well,
feel a whole lot better already.
First leg, Antonio to throw first. Game on.
And it's Spaniard with the advantage of throwing first in this one as these two battle it out, placing the to face Alan Norris, who won on the Euro Tour back end of last year. The Darts Championship was unable to defend the opening Euro Tour event this year.
Slightly unfair that he only had the title for once.
Not even that, I think. Still, impressive feat winning the Euro Tour. There's not a lot of players who've gone on to claim the title on the Euro Tour.
45.
Ready? Hugh Fair, Welshman, names what when.
That's full compliment to the Europeans, isn't it? They've got Finn against the Spaniard. A few years on from the start of
60.
The current format of the European Tour, where there were a lot of Dutch, a lot of English, Welsh, Scottish, a couple of Irish. But Cosmos, almost like you, they're all looking for 5.1. Wow.
180 for you right there. Marco Kantele gets down to a finish.
Sounds like a very good sound effect for one here.
164.
We haven't had a French guy.
Yes, not yet.
Austin, shall we? Well, it's very good in Finland. They've got good players. Always playing against each other, getting better. Marco Kantele.
Well, Kim Viljanen's the guy who's been dominating that Scandinavian Tour, and we've seen Kim produce some very impressive days. He's a very solid player.
137. Marco, you require 104.
Now, 4 for a break of throw. Doesn't look like it's neither does now, and Alcinas will get a look at the 78. Looking at the same target in that treble 18, the only thing we still get for top, and that's the route. Topsy one. Topsy 1-0 to Alcinas.
Second Marco to first.
You go back to talk about the players. I mean, Marco Kamula had been around for ages. It was always every now and then he'd run. Yanni Havisto looked like he was going to be a real player, but I think he's basically packed it up and gone back to doing whatever he was doing in Scandinavia. There's also a suggestion now there's the official Scandinavian Nordic Tour out there. There's at least a structure in place for them playing darts on a basis. So there is avenue for Scandinavian dart players to compete there, and then maybe take that next to the full PM. We do see players play.
Well, look at the guys around Finland that are playing well.
180.
We've got the Russians showing their heart, which is right in Finland. You've got Swedish players, Magnus Harris, who had a great tournament in Germany. The Norwegians, obviously, Marco Norwegian on there, which took a couple of them actually, Paul Decker and Robert Wagner. And don't forget the Danes. The strong area of Europe
tour to Denmark next year, Copenhagen. So an opportunity for host nation qualifiers there to come through, and who knows who will be. There's time to grow a game in an area, but as you know, Scandinavian produced apparently scored back in the day. The very successful Swedish player. Now, ball.
97.
Some players go 2 treble 17s for tops here. I love that route, but it looks like the more conventional treble start.
Oh, Michael looks like a conventional type. By the
110.
Definitely by the
25.
988. The second that's really good. That's critical from Manyard. From Mr. Alcinas.
Alcinas with that little twiddle of the dart. You saw plenty of that lead in the previous game. Marco's, it's not as pronounced. The old wham bam lamb with his first start, where he sort of wiggles it about a little bit, just to sort of almost calibrate where he's in.
John Hotgrip sort of sits in the little finger under the next ones, and all of the index, he balances it then, lets it glide through the air.
It's not one you ever teach somebody to hold the dart, but then again, it's obviously very effective for some players. I mean, if you make 3 times.
60.
Right. John, that day is not so Kantele. He makes one to become a 3 to world champion. Marco.
Funny things have happened in. We've talked about the Scandinavian region. What about the Spanish? We've had Carlos Rodriguez, the go-getter. He started it all off. He made a final in Austria just before the Euro Tour started in its current format and was beaten by Adrian Lewis. But Alcinas came on the scene just before the World Cup started, and guys really good. And there's the future. Antonio's still here, which is great because he's a good lad, good player, he's good for the game. Spanish seems to have almost a little bit. He needs some more play from that region, I feel.
Well,
44.
Carlos Rodriguez, we were digging through the stats when Cristo was on the verge of breaking into the top 32. We were trying to work out if he was the first Spanish player to do so. And we think, I'm pretty sure he was, but Carlos Rodriguez got pretty close. It's different ranking system, so it's difficult. We don't think he made the top 32. Now, Cristo's obviously come from pretty much nowhere.
60.
You know, burst on the scene at the World Championship, having won a qualifier. He got his talk on, has gone strength to strength. But we were hoping in the new generation of Spanish players. Now we're not seeing that at the moment.
Antonio, you require 132.
Are we going to see a 132? Oh, does he stay there? Oh, he doesn't. He's not a million miles away.
92.
My word.
Like a bullseye because he flicks off tip. 142. 1 same. He hasn't been able to teach.
That is a killer start for him because he all 3 darts off the 99, but he can go at it anyway. He doesn't, in fact, only Alcinas. Great off.
Good doing for Antonio. He's given Kantele something to think about. Antonio's occasionally here, Barry Van Peer, Roby John Rodriguez, and
Go on then.
Benjamin Simeonidis.
There you go. Benjamin Simeonidis, also known as Benny the Greek. Yeah, but they're battles.
41.
His name Benjamin, isn't it? Anybody wants to belly out there? Name Benjamin, isn't it? Someone who involved in the Melbourne gang So there's one for you. Choosing your engines.
I mean, I don't know much about Veniamin Simeonidis. I mean, I assume he's not in any sort of world crime. Just say no. Yeah, there's not an invited defect this.
Well, Alcinas there on door 3. He's looking for a lot of trouble 19 there. 790. 170. It's good maths. It's good dog.
140.
Well, he's in a spot if he doesn't take that one weight out, I think. Because Antonio is going to leave himself very, very well placed.
120.
Quite as well played he deserves, to be honest.
Has Kantele got this? No. It's point left, double 19. Alcinas has been double. You feel this might go.
It might well do, particularly if this first one goes treble 20, not quite 40. He threatened earlier.
59.
Again, not far off, but
60.
far enough. Kantele has not had a dart at double as yet. He should do here. It's a second one. So Finn has managed to give himself something. He still has a lot of work to do if he's going to overcome Alcinas and book a place in round 2 to face Alan Norris. Alcinas has been a lot of dark on the tour this year. This is his ranked event of 2017. He's only picked up money in 5.
45.
No, he's had the last 32. So he does make a game. He's capable of going on win another one. But it's been a long while since we've seen Antonio really
59.
have a big impact for a tour event.
Just run that helps. Run into a single or a final.
55.
You can hold on to the confidence that you got that day. That can help you for a good 6 to 9 months. And we will see someone later on today in Peter Jakes who made the final in a bit championship event, and he's played well ever since, really.
He's a dangerous player, Peter Jakes. Played on the tour before today, of course. Jakes will be on the way this evening against Chris Dobie. Chris Dobie, who's here in Hamburg and about ready to become a dad any now, I understand.
You'll not be quite as to forget it.
What's that, isn't it?
Sometimes you've got to have some praise in life. The priority there, 20 for Kantele. He's not going to play the US Open because it was his daughter's graduation. But Chris Dobie's here in Hamburg with us.
81.
One.
57.
That one wasn't so good.
55.
Wanted to leave the T1, but able to this for 4-1. Tops. Ooh.
35.
Well, that was awkward. Because Angela relates to someone on top of each other who's shooting that top Kantele in double 12. Less to look at now. Got to go the bar. What a shot! Did he flick the first flick? Pristine accuracy from the guy. The Finland flag was named absolutely brilliant.
Well, he made it half first start. Seemed to make it even after the second. I mean, how much did the back to aim at? Didn't it? And he's got him back in this match. He survived the darts for a 4 deficit there. And Sealy might well have to drag himself in this leg. Make it harder. So make it very hard.
We've seen a couple of early doubles today, haven't we? One from Mark and the other one from Andy Hamilton to win the match. I think he hit that one from the Netherlands.
Well, I mean, he
60.
He must have been feet away. That double. It was a long way off.
Just showing off. Said he was going to knock down the ball
60.
before the match started, and he did that.
He perhaps a little fortunate to find himself in that situation. You've got to make the best of your luck. That's what Andy Hamill's done. And Hammer will be tomorrow.
140.
He's much up in the air. And who's going to be playing tomorrow from these two? Because having taken a 3-0 lead, Antonio is encountering some pretty stiff pitch resistors.
He's gradually got better over the last couple of years. He's just found some accuracy and some rhythm from somewhere.
119. Antonio, you require 100.
Maybe he's got the Northern Scandinavian. Great steal. Oh.
Once again, Antonio seems to go bullseye this time for an enormous checkout. He's unable to hit it. Kantele the ball here. I think it is what he wants. Oh, he wouldn't have known from that. 25, no bother with this earlier on, and in the second leg. Oh, he's got some bother with it now, though. Double four. That is your own fault. Past the door. Missing big number, first start, lost him double, and Moko may well level this game up. Lost the first 3 legs, won the next 3.
Well, this one's moving down. There's only one guy in it, the first 3 legs. Next thing you know, it's 3 feet. We haven't a clue in this one.
Well, 2 darts missed for a 4-1 lead, 2 for a 4-2 lead. 3 legs on the spin, Alcinas. Is he now feeling sharp?
Been really good throwing things on it. They've got a really good history. Javelin for it.
Do they?
Yeah, they've been really good at it over the years. I'm not going to try and remember the guys who've done it. Because they were here,
I demand names, Nick.
140.
And also do my javelin research.
Right.
If Kantele wins this match.
Right. Wow. There you
26.
go. Javelins.
It's like a short dart that Kantele uses.
85.
Well, he's certainly on top in this now. He's still doing anything particularly short in the average. I mean, it's gone to the low 80s from the mid-high 70s. But Antonio has sort of dropped off a little bit. And
100.
so carries on. That average is going to continue to raise. Just get a bit of a roll. You go for that. Till he has not played.
Marco, you require 36.
Much Euro Tour dart. He had an appearance at the a mile off, but he's got another if he needs it. He doesn't though. It's a 15 dart leg for a breaker. Legs on the spin. Spin.
Well, this match is totally flipped around. And the fifth just taking the stuffing out of the Spaniard.
47.
The legs in the match that are still at best. But the best leg of the from Kantele has been in the last.
And a good couple of 100 points.
Getting a bit like that. New darts just coming out of hand. They're a little bit off. Both same amount of experience.
137.
So they should know what to do in these situations. Written determination.
60.
Well, you know, Kantele, he last seen the left side back in 2005. He played the PDC World Championship in 2009. Times he's reached the stage of the World Masters. He's a seasoned campaigner, 40-year-old.
99. Antonio, you require 160.
doesn't have to go for this one. He wants to put the big hole in it.
100.
And that'll do, especially when Kantele is on 2-1. We'll let a need match again. We still don't have a real front runner.
Yeah, it's just arresting that momentum to play, but
121.
Oh, dear me.
Antonio, you require 64.
popped in there. That's a great... Should be a guide.
Games
Yeah,
of the
really
eight
tough.
leg.
And the 15 dot to bring Kantele in the last leg. Antonio Alcinas applied for the 15 of his own. 4 apiece. And that was a row as well. I think really, Antonio, that's just what he's got to be favourite now. Has to be.
Antonio's just reminded me of the first time I ever met him. And it was in Germany, funnily enough. It was a place called Gladbeck.
47.
Where we used to go for continental pro tour events. We used to go to Holland and Germany and Austria. And we'd play a pro tour event on a Saturday and a pro tour on a Sunday. Played Antonio first round in Gladbeck on the Saturday. 10 and we had a great, absolutely sensational game. And this guy, and I asked a few people, and I said, he's better than me. I said, oh, he must be good.
When they really look, now minutes on at the World Cup, and Antonio and Carl not out to England. If we look at that months when Antonio runs in Pro Tour, you know, he could go on to do perhaps Chris O'Reilly doing now.
Not hanging about. We need the pace of play
65
from Alcinas. It's just get me to that hockey.
Certainly looking more about it game. A heck of a lot more than when he was losing 4 legs on the spin to his finish opponent. The absolute massacre of a 9th flag. Dear, down from 19. I think 25. Antonio. It's busy.
By does it like that? You'll do it. 230 ahead. But now the choices. Well, like Trevor 17 here, but 30. 10 tops for a lead again.
23.
Will he be back?
He will, and anything less than a ton 40 is not really going to worry Antonio. He could get a 2. Not quite the 1v2. Pretty as it is, 3-2, ain't easy. Oh my god, down for single thrill. No, okay, well, 19, you can do that. Always bonus when he's 35.
24.
Just about to say it.
You require 130.
He's done well in this. What 13 is not going to help him. So Antonio's going to have another crack at it. He doesn't want to mess around and give chances to the pin.
Antonio
Wants to get rid of this quickly. Give himself some confidence forward, possibly win this match. Does so. Great shot.
Antonio Alcinas, 10th leg Marco to throw first.
I've got no idea how it feels to just get it done in one start and don't let that go up and up and up over the course of the next 3 or 4 seconds. Because you could go from, say, 85 beats a minute to about 150 in a second. You really can, because you just put so much pressure on yourself and you get
100.
Well, it's been a strange old game, and it's difficult to sum up what must be going through these heads, because it looked as if Antonio was going to run with it. It went 3-0 up on very little resistance from Marco. Marco has then put a run of 4 legs together, and it didn't look as if Antonio was going to do anything to stop him running away with it. That 15 darter stopped the rock, and Marco's kind of crumbled again. There's still a little bit of this to change, but not much. It has to be, certainly not now. He's ticking from Kantele, and he has to put in a big hit.
Also, this Q school back in January was brilliant. We played all 4 days, card on the 4th day.
60.
And he racked up so many. He did very, very well over 4 days.
Is he one of the many guys you said?
105.
I didn't beat him at Q School.
No.
Him in qualifiers, and I beat him then. I've actually got a really good record against Antonio. I just
58.
have a good record against him, but he's a brilliant player, and he could well find himself in double 8 in a second. Double 8, which he does like.
88.
Unfortunately, Marco single 18 at the left is up 6-6, which reminds his experience seems well. Something at his state.
94.
And it means Alcinas knew he could win back, even if he didn't hit that double 8. One match start has been missed, but he gets 3 more here. 2. Madhouse for a 6-ball.
6.
Well, I never.
Marco by 72.
Maybe this year. Because Kantele has 20 in double 16 or 12 off to stay in it.
Game
He's still in this. This ain't over yet, folks.
11 deciding leg.
Strange match that Dan Dawson just described. Still
Well, pick the bat of this. Antonio Alcinas cruising towards the finger line. Missed 4 match starts. Kantele has stepped in 72 check out his high finish of match. And he has got very rich, because both of these guys are missing double. Marco's hitting about 1 in 3, and Antonio's hitting about 4 of his darts. And the way this is gone, it would not surprise you if it took 6, 7 visits to the board for these guys to actually finally kill off this game, and they both missed darts before the other one goes down.
You can tell from the perspiration on the forehead of the fin. He's been sandwiched more than the guy who lives in Europe.
That stands to reason.
100.
That's the 60-point. Alan Norris, Lakeside World Finalist, awaits the one. Seed number 9 here this weekend. Randy out Martin Schindler in the last leg decider earlier on. In that come this one. Well, looks what the time for Maximum. What time for Maximum? It's a third from Kantele. It leaves him 63 for the match. Antonio Alcinas missed 4 match starts. He's going to have to survive some from Kantele. Only going to be the 1. And it's a double 60. And he takes it out! Kantele with a $15. Somehow turns that game around. He was dead and buried after 3 legs, blind after 7, looked dead and buried again after 9, but somehow comes back from the dead. Kantele, he will face Alan Norris in the second round. El Matador departed